Well, how y'all doing today? This is a new one on me. The company sent me an email and said, PawPaw, would you do a review on our product? We'll send you one if you will. And heck, I ain't had nothing from Santa Claus in a long time. So I figured, well, yeah, I'll check it out. But I told him, I said, under one condition. I said, I ain't gonna lie about your product. If it's a piece of junk, I'm gonna tell folks it's a piece of junk. But if it's something nice, I'm gonna tell them it's something nice too. I'm gonna tell it like it is, because even though I'm just a poor dumb country boy, I do have my principles. And this is the Cosori French press. I don't know if that's anything like a push-up or a sit-up. The packing label says Cosori French press coffee / tea maker, 8 cup, 1 liter, 34 ounces, 4-level filtration system, stainless steel, heat resistant. Well, I don't have an idea. I don't even have a clue how this thing works. I am going to tell you what all's in here, and then I'm going to go read the instructions, because like I said, I ain't got a clue. And it says the package contains 1 French press, 1 coffee spoon, 1 measuring spoon, 2 stir sticks, 1 filter set, and 1 user manual. Well, let's see if we can find them in here. I will say it appears to be packed nicely with this stiff it's not styrofoam like I think of styrofoam, but it's good stuff. It's a good packing material. There's the owner's manual. And apparently these are the 2 stirring sticks. They're pretty. They look like stainless steel. I don't know which end goes in there, if it's the round end or the paddle end. I'll figure it out. Boy, this thing is packed nice. I give them dadgum credit for that now. They packed this sucker. I read reviews on it, and somebody said they got theirs, it was broke, but in shipping, but the folks replaced it right quick. Okay, so that's going to go back in there. And my goodness. There looks like a piece of screen like you'd find on a window. And I reckon that's your 1 liter 34 ounce pitcher. And this says 1 tablespoon. It's pretty heavy too. Feels like it's made out of like Bakelite or something. Just don't feel like just a chintzy plastic. It's pretty heavy. Aww, ain't that cute? A little coffee spoon. I don't know what the heck that's for. Let's see if we can figure it out. It said a measuring spoon and a coffee spoon. Well, I know this is a measuring spoon because it says 1 tablespoon. So I guess that's a coffee spoon. You reckon that's to set on the side of your cup? It says proper handling. Do not place the coffee press over direct heat or fire. Okay. Avoid hitting or scratching the glass beaker with spoons or other metallic objects. If storing for a long period of time, wash and dry thoroughly and store in a covered space. And do not use abrasive cleaners or steel brushes. Wash the press using a soft sponge and detergent. To remove the glass beaker, unscrew the handle to release it. Okay, so you can take this handle off and then this glass can come out and separate from all that. Okay. The plunger and filters can be taken apart and cleaned by unscrewing the base. When putting the plunger back together, filters should angle upwards. Okay. All right, got all that. I'm guessing this is an extra filter or two. Okay. So now, old PawPaw's got to figure out how in the world you use this. Step 1. Remove plunger along with mesh filter, making sure they are clean before use. Step 2. Add the required amount of coarse ground coffee. I guess coarse ground, so it doesn't pass through the filter. Just says put it in there. The general rule is 1 teaspoon of coffee for every 4-ounce cup. So if I'm going to have me a 12-ounce mug of coffee, I'm going to put 3 teaspoons of coffee in here. It says pour hot water into the pot, leaving 1 inch of space from the top of the beaker. You can use the top of the handle as a reference point. With the stir stick, that would be one of these, to stir the coffee into the water. Is using metal utensils may damage the pot. Please use with caution. Well, I wonder why they give you metal ones. They're pretty. Once coffee is evenly mixed, place the lid and plunger back on the pot and let the coffee sit for 3 or 4 minutes. After 3 or 4 minutes, gently push the plunger down to extract coffee. For best taste, serve immediately or store in a thermos to enjoy later. Note, to avoid coffee ground leakage when pressing, make sure to insert the plunger properly in a straight and upright angle. Well, alrighty then. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break. I'm going to pause the camera. I'm going to go in there and I'll heat up some water. And we'll see if we can't make some coffee with this thing. I've got all kinds of coffee in there that I brought from Florida. So let's see what we can come up with. It's kind of cold out here. It's in the 60s. I'm sitting in the shade instead of that pretty sunshine. So a nice hot cup of coffee would do me good. I'm not going to bother with washing this because I ain't scared. So, let me get some hot water. Okay, I heated up a bunch of water, and the book says that this holds a liter, and a liter is just over 33 ounces, and the instructions call for 1 teaspoon of coffee per 4-ounce cup. Well, we've got just over 8 4-ounce cups in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my 8, hold on, now dadgummit, they say 1 teaspoon of coffee, 1 teaspoon for every 4 ounces. The problem is they sent a tablespoon. So hold on just a second. Let me find out what the conversion is. Doggone it. All right. There are 3 teaspoons in 1 tablespoon. So that makes 6 teaspoons, and then I need 1/3 of a tablespoon, 2/3 of a tablespoon, because I want 8. So it's a little less than full. So there's my 8 teaspoons. Alright. Now, they said add hot water, do not add boiling water. And I used to be mess sergeant, I can attest to that. Because boiling water will make your coffee bitter. You want hot water. You want to bring that water right up to boiling, but you don't want it to boil when you're making coffee. And instructions said just fill that sucker up until it gets even with that handle right there. And that's what I did. And now then we're going to stir this up. So stir it up, let that mix well. And this is brand spanking new Maxwell House coffee I'm using. Never been opened. And we're going to let this set for 3 to 4 minutes. We're going to let that steep, okay? So it's just going to sit there for 3 to 4 minutes. Alright, so let me pause the camera again. Well, folks, I'm here to tell you that never in my life have I had a cup of coffee, to my knowledge, from a French press. And so this is going to be a first for me. And I will tell you, I used to be a mess sergeant. Military cook, guy in charge of the kitchen for the guy in charge of the mess hall in the military. And we go out on maneuvers and we would have to make coffee in like 15 to 20 gallon pots. And we made, what we did is we made what's called hobo coffee. And that's where you just put the coffee grounds in the water just like I did here. You stir it up, and bring that water temperature up, but not beyond a certain point, because if you got it past, I think it's around 190 degrees, thereabouts, maybe 185. If you got the water too hot, then you released is it tannins? I'm not 100% sure. But you would release the stuff that makes coffee bitter. So that's why they said don't use boiling water here. So I boiled my water, brought out here and set it, let it cool a bit. But we would make that coffee in those pots, and then we pour some cold water over it when we thought it was done, and those grounds would sink to the bottom. Or we tied it up in an old sock or pantyhose or cheesecloth, something just to keep the grounds out of the pot. Whereas this French press, apparently what's going to happen is when I push down on this plunger, I'll be pushing these real fine screens through this coffee, and that will trap the grounds at the bottom, and I can still pour from the top. So this is my very first time. I have no idea what I'm doing. So let's see how it works. I'm just going to push down. I'm pushing. I'm trying to push. It's sealed good, I tell you that. There we go. I had to get it off that very beginning right there. Well, whew. Like I said, I ain't never done this before. Seemed to me like it pushed off it easy. Alright, well, and I have us a clear glass coffee cup where we can check for grounds. So that's supposed to be it. Now we're supposed to be able to drink this coffee. Let's see. Well now, how about that? Good looking coffee. And I don't see any grounds on the cup. Well, we have coffee. Now, my review. I'm really used to instant coffee. So I'm used to just putting some coffee in my cup. I warm up my water. I pour my water in my cup. I'm done. However, my instant coffee is not going to taste like a fresh brewed cup of coffee. So if I'm going to make a fresh brewed cup of coffee, that means I'm going to have some kind of a coffee maker. Mr. Coffee, a percolator, whatever. So I'm going to have some kind of pot to make it in. This requires 2 pots, one to heat water and then one to make the coffee. Whereas a Mr. Coffee or coffee maker, you put water in a pot, you pour it up here in the thing, you set it down there, you hit the button after you loaded the coffee and the filter. And you wait, and when it's done, it's done. And a percolator, same thing. You load the coffee in the basket, sit there, to turn the stove on, let it run a while, then take the basket out and pour your coffee. I don't know. I don't know if I'm excited about this product or not, because I've never used one. But it works. Now those of you that like a French press, I don't see the first thing in the world wrong with this. And it makes a cup of coffee. It for an old country boy like me, I mean, all it's doing is just taking the grounds out for me. But I don't want to say anything bad about something that someone has sent me for free and asked me to do a review. The coffee is good. That's going to depend, of course, on the coffee you buy. Well, if I had anything negative to say, I'd say this ought to be a teaspoon, or you ought to have 1 scoop for your 8 cups. Okay? If this is 33 ounces, you're supposed to have a teaspoon for every 4 ounces. It requires 8 teaspoons for 32. Then you ought to have some type of measuring device that all you need is 1 scoop, or call it 2 scoops, whatever. But the tablespoon, in my opinion, is the wrong way to go. A lot of people, especially as you get older, can't necessarily see that says a tablespoon. They're just going to say, well, that's a measuring device, and I need one for every 4 ounces, and that's 32 ounces, 33 ounces. I need 8 of them. And they're going to load that up, and they're going to double the amount of or triple the amount of coffee they need, because one of these is 3 teaspoons. It appears to be of decent quality. I do like the stainless steel utensils, the stainless steel frame and all that kind of stuff. I don't know how long it'll hold up, because obviously this is brand new. I don't know how long that coffee will stay hot in there, but that's not the idea. It's not supposed to be a thermos. It's just a glass container. And I've got it pushed all the way down, and you do see that there's a gap down here at the bottom. So it is leaving space for the grounds, not forcing them into the screen. And it allows you, whenever you're pouring the last little dregs out of it, you can get the last little bit out. But that is the Cosori French press. I personally wouldn't buy one, because I'm not a French press customer. But if I were someone that liked to use a French press, this appears to be a decent one. My daughter might like to have this. They're all into that fancy stuff. I'm kind of old and set in my ways. But for the younger crowd, the more hip and cool crowd, this may be exactly what they need. It looks like it's easy to work with. I don't know how readily available new filters would be. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to call customer support right now, and I'm going to ask them, how much is it going to cost me to get some new filters for this? It's Cosori Corporation, Anaheim, California. And their phone number is 888-402-1684. Okay? They're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 Pacific time. So, they're open right now. I'm going to put this on speaker, because not only do we have to be concerned about our product, but what about our customer support?
Thank you for calling Cosori. Please choose from one of the following options. For customer service, press 1. For accounting, press 2. In order to better serve you, please have your order number and product information ready. This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance. We are sorry, no one is currently available to take your call. Leave your message at the tone. Press pound when finished.
Well, I was trying to call to get me some new filters for my French press. Dadgum. I'll try to call back.
To listen to your message, press 1. To re-record your message, press 2. To cancel and not leave a message, press 3. To leave your message, hang up now.
Alright, I hung up. I'm gonna try to call them again. It's 888-402-1684. Maybe if I ask for a different department.
Choose from one of the following options. For customer service, press 1. For accounting, press 2. For human resources, press 3. For marketing, press 4. For hours of operation, press 9. To repeat this menu, press pound.
I'll try 4 for marketing.
Hello, it's the marketing department.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yes, I have your Cosori French press C801-FP. Your marketing department sent it to me to do a video review for YouTube.
Okay.
Okay? Now, I do want you to know I'm recording this for the video. Can you tell me how much replacement filter screens cost for this French press?
How much? They're replacing the filter?
No, not the beaker, hon. The filter screens.
Okay. Filter screen. Let me record it down. Because right now I'm not like the technical expert of this product, but I would definitely find over the answer from our team.
I tried customer service, but they were too busy to take my call.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they didn't say I don't want to talk to you. It's just they were, the phone is busy.
Yeah, I fully understand. Yeah, so,
Can you connect me to customer service?
let me try to find someone. And, can you hold on 1 second?
I can.
Okay, thank you.
It's not just purchasing an item. It's, are you being taken care of after you purchase it? That's important to me, is service later. What good would it do for me to have something and not be able to get the support I need later? Right now, I'm not real impressed. But now it's not their fault that the phone is busy when I tried to call customer service. If customer service is busy, that must mean they're helping people. Of course, we don't know how many people they have working customer service. It could be one.
Hello, this is Eric.
Yes, is this customer service?
Yes. Hi.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Good, good. I do want to make you aware that I am recording the call because your company asked me to do a review on the Cosori French press model C801-FP. And I'm calling customer service to try to find out how much replacement filter screens will cost.
Replacement filter screens?
Yes, sir.
Do you happen to have the order number for that?
The order number?
Yeah.
You can't take the model number of the device?
What's the model number?
C as in Charlie, 801. FP as in French press.
And you're looking for the price on the filter?
I'm trying to find out if I need new filter screens, what are they going to cost me?
One quick moment.
Because, you know, if your company asked me to do a review on the product, and part of the review is, you know, what kind of service do we get after the sale? You know, it's one thing to buy something, it's another thing not be able to get any help later, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, because if you are within warranty, we'll just provide a replacement for anything you'll need regarding the product.
Okay, well, let's just say that the warranty has expired. You know, can I buy new filter screens?
Okay, let me put you on a quick hold so I can get an answer for you on that one.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
You know, I don't think these people have ever been asked that. You know, if I was the guy in charge of marketing this product right now, I'd be a little bit embarrassed. This don't look good on the company, in my opinion. If I owned a company, there'd be a little bit of changing going on here. What do you think? I'd like to hear your comments on the video. You know.
Hello, sir?
Yes.
Thank you for holding. Well, that would be currently unavailable since this is a new product.
Well,
we are looking to release that in the future.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you buy something and you accidentally poke a hole in a filter, and then all of a sudden your device doesn't work anymore. Okay, well, do you have a time frame of when the filters may become available in the future?
Not currently, no, sir.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time.
No problem at all. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, that's it. You have a nice day, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. Well, I'd be a little bit embarrassed my damn self. Yeah. Yeah, well, I have no idea if they're standard size or not. Never seen one like this before in my life. But thank you for your time. Well, I'd be a little bit embarrassed. What a crock of shit. You know, replacement screens are unavailable at this time. Alright. Well, it's made in China, and the Chinese apparently make the screens, but you can't get none. And you use 2 screens at a time. So if those screens accidentally got a hole poked in them, they're worthless. You might be able to switch them around, you know, spin them around so the hole don't line up. But man, that's a big negative to me on a product when you can't get, you know, customer support. Now he said that as long as it was under warranty, they would send new screens. Did I put that book back in here? Oh, it's right here in front of me. They said if this sucker was under warranty, warranty. Cosori warrants all products via the highest quality of material, craftsmanship, and service for a minimum of 1 year, effective from the date of purchase. Warranty lengths may vary between product categories. They will replace any product found to be defective due to manufacturer flaws based on eligibility. Refunds are available within the first 30 days. This warranty extends only to personal use, does not extend to any product being used for commercial, rental, or any other use which the product is not intended for. Warranty is non-transferable. This warranty does not apply to the following: damage due to abuse, improper and inadequate maintenance, damage in return transit, unsupervised use by children under 18. Oh, so a 17-year-old high school senior can't use this and avoid the warranty. What a crock of shit. Well, I'll tell you what, Cosori, man, what do you think? And I did tell them that I was recording them, so they're aware of that. Not being able to get service after the sale is what bugs me. It bugs me a lot. But the guy did say, when I thought I had hung up on him but hadn't, that you could probably find these screens. They may be a common type item, could be found where they sell these things. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a French press guy. I think the concept is neat. Keep the coffee grounds out of your cup. And I don't know what else to tell you. So there you go. I'm going to make a nicer video in case Cosori wants to, chop this up and use it elsewhere, because they were nice enough to send this to me. But as far as for all my viewers and my subscribers, I'm sorry. PawPaw's got to give this one thumb down. I've given it one down and one up. It does what it's supposed to do, but there's no support later. So that's a big one for me. It will do what it's supposed to do. I have no idea what it cost. I guess we could go online and find out. And when I do find out, I'll put it here at the bottom of the screen. So there you go, ladies and germs. Y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye. Well, how y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? I am here to review the Cosori French press coffee maker, model number C801-FP. And I love my coffee, but I've never owned a French press. So I tried it out a few minutes ago just to see how it works so that I could demonstrate it for y'all. And the first thing I need to do is I need to put some coffee in here. And it says use a teaspoon for every 4 ounces. Well, since this is a tablespoon measurer that they sent me, I should use just a little less than 3 of these. I like mine a little strong. I'm going to have a little bit better than that. But anyway, you should use 2 2/3 of these for the full pot. It holds a liter, which is 33 ounces and change. And if you're supposed to use 1 teaspoon of coffee for every 4 ounces of water, then you need 8 teaspoons and just a smidgen. All right, I have my coffee in there. I'm gonna go get my hot water. This water is very hot, but it's not boiling. I brought it to a boil and I shut her off. And it says fill it up to with just about the top of that handle there. All right, and then we're gonna let our coffee steep. You can also make hot tea with this, and they send you these two of these pretty little stainless steel stir sticks. I don't know which end is proper. I'm just a big old dumb country boy. So I'm gonna try the other way. One that's got the flat end on it, see if that does better. That might. I'll just use both ends. Alright. Anyway, it says stir this up real good. Make sure you get it mixed real well. Because we're gonna have to let this coffee sit for 3 to 4 minutes for it to steep. Okay? So, we'll line this slot up, or that notch, up with the spout on here. And I'm going to press this into place. The idea being that I want to press it into place evenly. There we go. Alright. So we'll just let that set for 3 to 4 minutes. Now, it comes with this spoon. I don't know what that's for. Is that to get you a lump of sugar and just set it on the side of your cup? I don't know. It says we got a French press, a coffee spoon, a measuring spoon, 2 stirs. This is a coffee spoon. I would love for someone out there that's watching this video, leave me a comment and tell me what the heck they mean this is a coffee spoon with that S-shaped bend in that metal. I've never seen nothing like it. It reminds me of whenever I go to the coffee shop, tell them I want a cup of black coffee. So I don't need no cream, don't need no sugar, don't need no spoon. And they said, why don't you want a spoon? I said, because it'll make me go blind. She says, why? I said, because I keep poking myself in the eye with it. So, man, that thing right there snap on the side of your cup. Ooh, boy, that could do some damage. And it comes with 2 spare screens. I don't know how these hold up. I do know that they're using 2 of them in here, and I reckon if you accidentally poked a hole in these 2 screens with a knife or something, you could loosen them up and rotate them a little bit where them holes did not line up and maybe use it longer. Because at this time you cannot buy replacement screens, so they send you an extra pair. But that should last you a very long time. So, what else do I need to tell you about it? It has a 1-year warranty, and it is for home use only, not commercial use, not for rental. And it's supposed to be used by people 18 years and older. So, if your 17-year-old high school senior uses it to make coffee, don't tell the company. Anyway, it does come well packed, and that's about all I know to say about it. Having used it once, I don't want to say anything negative about it because there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not my cup of tea, you might say. I'm more into a percolator or something that'll sit there and just get stronger and stronger and stronger, whereas this is to make a fresh cup, and that's it. And I understand what it's for, so I can't knock it for what it's made for what it's supposed to be doing, or what it's supposed to do. So it is a French press, and it does make a good cup of coffee, and it does separate the grounds from the coffee. You are still going to get the slightest little bit of residue in the bottom of your cup, those real fine, almost powdery fine residue. You can't help that in any coffee maker. Even a paper filter is not going to trap it. It's real fine particles. So, I don't know if we've been 3 or 4 minutes yet, but I'm anxious to drink that coffee. So, here's the way it works. All we do is we push down on this. Now, it's going to take just a little bit of encouraging right off the bat, because I got to get it right out of that lip right there. Okay? And now then, we'll just push it right on down, nice and easy. And that is pushing the grounds to the bottom. You'll notice it doesn't go all the way to the bottom, so you've got space in there for your grounds and a little bit of water, a little bit of coffee, so when you pour that last little bit, you can get a little bit more out of it. So, let's see what a cup of coffee looks like poured out of here. Oh, it's got a nice color. And I deliberately chose a clear coffee cup so that you can see what the coffee looks like. Looks nice in there, looks nice right here. And this smells like Maxwell House. Ah. That's a good cup of coffee, because it don't have a bunch of plastic stuff. You know, like them coffee makers got that plastic hopper and all that kind of stuff. This don't have all that. This is good. Stainless steel and glass, and a screen wire. Makes a good cup of coffee. So if you want to get you a French press, I can't think of a thing in the world wrong with this one, with the exception you can't get any spare parts at this time. However, full 1-year warranty. You have a problem with it, contact customer service and they'll take care of you. You have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye.